Okay, so in the previous video, we talked about the setup. I'm going to be recreating this USPS Hold Mail request form as a prototype so that we can test it with some changes. So this is the form. This is the home page for the template, and this is the code page for that. So I'm going to start by just getting rid of all the content here, and I'm going to start adding some stuff like an H1 for the heading. There's a sentence about sort of the value prop, and then there is a detail on the timing that is available if you need something longer than 30 days, you need to use a different service. So we're just going to capture these things here in the beginning. This is all this plain Markdown I'm using right now. And we can pop over here and see how this looks. Okay, looking good. A couple other things I'm going to change are the title. I'm going to use Prose, which is some out-of-the-box typography from US Web Design System. And we're just going to go with the white background for now. One thing I will add here for just a little bit of styling is kind of distinguish that subheading there. Okay, so that's good to go. Next thing we want to jump into are our date pickers. So for the component, we're just going to use text input from USWDS. I've got component set up here, and we're going to set it to date. I know I need 2 of these. I'm just going to go ahead and pop those in. Right now they have the same label, which we don't want, but you can just see those pop on the screen there. So instead of this kind of informal first day, last day thing, we're going to ask some more polite questions here so that this can be a more delightful experience in filling this out. When do you want us to start holding mail? When do you want us to stop? So we've got our dates there for getting the mail. So we said we're going to try just a radio button. We've only got 2 options there. And for this, we're going to ask about how you want to get that held mail. And we put our options right in here, separated by commas. I want it delivered. I'll pick it up. And before we get to the acknowledgement, just in case I run out of time, let's go ahead and put the button that we'll need at the end. Whoa, that didn't work. Yeah, I have to actually copy it. So there's the button component. And for the schedule here, I'm going to say schedule hold mail. We're going to link this over to a confirmation page in the next video. And so let's see how that's looking now. Okay, cool. So a little tight on a spacing here, but we've got the main components that we need. I am going to do something for the acknowledgement, kind of squeeze that into this 5-minute video where the checkbox. So let's grab this checkbox here. We'll pop this component in here. We are going to give this sort of a label. It actually is a legend. And we're going to slightly reword that statement about, going to jail if you lie on this. So we're just about out of time on this video. We've got all the elements we need on the page, all, actually working items. One thing I will do really quickly is just clean up some of the spacing. Actually have to use padding. I'm not going to get into that now, but I'm just going to use a padding class on the bottom of each of these, which will help with spacing a little bit. Cool. So we can tweak that later, but that's basically our form that we've got set up and running. So in the next one, we'll do a confirmation page